All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. I hope I get more people today. All right. We're going to start off. Okay. If I can get a better angle here. There you go. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. We're just going to go live with a little tarot reading here. Just shuffling my decks here and seeing which one I should pull from. Kind of going with the flow, letting spirit lead. Okay. So we got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. All right, what else do we got here? Seven of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. So it sounds like somebody's thinking about you right now. Perhaps somebody in a third party situation. Um, let's see what else we got. Yeah, so someone's been hiding their true self from you. And it looks like somebody that you've given a lot of time to and you've invested. You thought you were going to be going the distance with this person. Um, let's see here. It's probably a love reading. So yeah, you're kind of at a crossroads right now to kind of figure out what has been lost and which direction you need to go. You've been really feeling like you're struggling a lot because of the amount of effort you've already put into it, and you feel like this is like it's either time for a second chance or no second chance. I think it's either you're at a crossroad, it's either time for a second chance. Um because you've put so much effort into this relationship and you thought you were going to have something fulfilled, like a happy true. um so it's kind of time to kind of start fresh, start new. I think you know deep down in your soul and into intuition what exactly you need to do. However, sometimes in these situations, because we've invested so much time and effort into our future with this person, we feel like a failure when we're letting go of all of that we put, all the energy that we put into. I think a lot of marriages are like that, and partnerships can be like that too. So it's spirit is telling you it's time to move forward. It's time to, get the show on the road. Um, Despite how much effort you've put into this situation or relationship, spirit wants to remind you that you will be rewarded for moving forward, that this is part of your spiritual growth. This is part of your um, your evolution. It seems like you've been dealing with a lot of thoughts. You haven't been able to make a decision about this because of everything. And spirit wants you to be able to understand that you have the power to, if you stay stuck in the situation, you are preventing yourself from moving forward and you're going to go through the same cycle that you've already been through. It's not going to happen like all of a sudden you're not going to have an issue with this situation or person. You're going to either choose to stay stuck and in the cycle, but the power is in your hands to step forward and go forward. But it looks like you've been having a really, really, really hard time making a decision about this. And Spirit wants to assure you that even though the path may seem like, oh my God, I'm giving up, a lot of people don't want to give up, okay? A lot of people do not want to give up because yeah, some of us were raised to like never quit, okay? But there is a difference between quitting and failing. And sometimes situations and relationships fail and they're not because you're quitting. And it seems like you've already been through this cycle many, many times. So it's obvious that you have tried, you have put in the energy. Um, and see, Spirit wants to assure you if you choose to walk the right path, abundance will follow. And so once you move past this stuck cycle, okay, so you're currently in a stuck cycle that you keep choosing to be in because you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to quit, you don't want to be a quitter. I think a lot of us that were raised in the 80s and 90s heard that because you weren't supposed to be a quitter. You're supposed to keep trying, And now we're in a day of age where it's like, you can be whoever you want to be, really, and do whatever you want to do. Okay, so you have put in so much effort into this situation. There has been You're going to be receiving news soon. It's also an indication that you have worked so hard to maintain this relationship or situation that it's breaking you. It's breaking you. It's You don't want to be a quitter, but your mental state is suffering because you're trying not to be a quitter or try not to fail. So, Spirit wants to assure you that choosing the new beginning will be a path of passion and it will also be very abundant. Right now, you are stuck in a mental cycle where you're not going to be able to get out of that. Okay. So you need to release this. And the only way to release this forward, I apologize. I have my orange cat who is notorious for knocking everything down. I apologize. Um, where was I? Yeah. So you need, in order to feel free from these burdens that you carry up in your brain, you're going to have to choose the right path. And that's up to you. Okay. Because we do have free will. I'm going to get an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch. All right. So we have the Flower of Decay. So, Spirit's also saying there could be a time where if you continue to choose stuck in this cycle, that you will be forced out of it. Okay. And then these will just be moments of opportunities that you will look back on as a missed opportunity and kind of sour at yourself because you weren't able to move forward at this time, even though you're going to be forced to move forward eventually, in the future. The flower bouquet is about saving, how flowers, they don't last forever. They only last one season, and then you get an opportunity to enjoy them again. But eventually, there's only so much you can do. You can save them, but you need to enjoy them when they're alive. Because if you don't enjoy them when they're alive, and that's about this opportunity, you have one opportunity to enjoy this opportunity when you're alive. So you don't want to miss what's right in front of you because everything is happening as it should be. Okay. Sometimes when you hold on to something so tightly, you choke the freaking life out of it. You know what I'm saying? And so, so we have more flowers here. Okay. And so it's about a virtuous life. You are meant to have a virtuous life. You are meant to be satisfied within yourself. Okay. And you are not going to be, you can move through guilt. You can move through shame. You can move through being a quitter. Okay. Because sometimes you have to choose what's healthier for you. And that's not a quitter. That is not a quitter at all. Okay. That is somebody. Oh, okay. So somebody from India, maybe I should answer some of these questions here. I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. So yeah, this last card is for you. Okay. So we'll go through these here and I'll pick a card for everybody who's on here. I'm trying to figure out what deck. I feel like this Priestess of Discs here is for somebody. It jumped out, but I'm not exactly sure who it would be. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to get a card for the person who asked for one. That's the Rathashink. Okay, hello. So we are going to grab a card here. So this to me indicates that you need some self-care, that you have been giving out too much energy and love, but you haven't been giving yourself enough energy and love. And that maybe you have some sort of underlying belief that taking care of yourself isn't, isn't okay. Like, I think that happens a lot of time in for women. Women have a tendency to have to take care of everybody else, and we are not allowed to take care of others. And so this is a huge indication that you need to take care of yourself. I'll pick a card for Duncan Brookbank. All right, Duncan. Let's see here. Okay, Temperance. Well, this is a sign that you have been having signs from the spiritual realm, and they've been coming in waves, and you've almost been kind of like denying them, like this can't be real, this isn't real. But Spirit wants to assure you that this is actually happening, and this is him or her spirit coming in and reminding you that they are always sending signs to lead you and guide you, and that these signs that spirit has been sending are going to lead you on a path, of abundance, but also to help you unlock some gifts and skills that uh you have, but you have maybe put away to the wayside. And Spirit gave you these gifts or skills for a reason. And so Spirit really wants you to listen to these signs, because these signs are going to lead you back to these skills and gifts that Spirit gave you. Okay. Um, awesome. Yeah, I know. Like, we forget because we're in the human world sometimes, and we're constantly bombarded with the fact that people can't see spirit, so that they like deny your love life. Okay, let's see. Whoop. Well, look at that. The Son of Cups came popping out. Um, uh, it looks like you have the ability to manifest your love life, or that you have somebody special, it seems like, in mind. Um, and it seems like Spirit is confirming that you have the ability to manifest this love life. And yours was a before. Yours was you need to take care of yourself. You need some self-care, not take care of yourself, but you need to take some time to yourself. Take a bubble bath or whatever you enjoy. Haven't been, you've been overflowing your cup. And as far as Duncan goes, it looks like Spirit just wants to affirm you that, you have to believe that you are are that the love is for you. I think maybe you're doubting that this love is for you, or that you're going to be able to get love. But Spirit wants to assure you that the power is in your hands, and that you really need to transform how you're thinking, because I think maybe you have some negative mindsets about whether or not you deserve love. But you definitely do deserve love. Um, yeah, that's how it is a lot of the time, it seems like. But Spirit wants to remind you that maybe it was a like a not a missed opportunity, but the timing wasn't right. But everything happens for a reason, and I fully believe that maybe the first meetings were to awaken something, but perchance there will be another reunion. I think that sometimes when we have these meetings that we feel like are missed timings, it's because of some sort of underlying past life, or it's just aligning for future events. So maybe you are misaligned at this time, but you will maybe perhaps align in the future. But in order to align in the future, Spirit wants you to believe in yourself. So believe that you are lovable, and that this person could love you. I think there's some sort of saying there, something there. All right. Okay. So that's that. I don't know who's with me still. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna get a couple more. I'm gonna ask for some guidance, Spirit, Oracle 8. Please guide me. Okay. Angel spirit guide. Remember, seeing is believing, so you have to believe that she will come, and but you also have to let her go. It's a really fine balance of letting her go at the same time. By believing that she will come and letting her go, you're not going to hold on too tightly to her. If you hold on too tightly to the image of her, and you're not believing in that your ability to manifest her, she's not going to be able to, you know, come because you've blocked the entrance with all that, energy. But she's coming. This just came up, so looks like a very you guys have the potential of having a marriage, and so I think that you have to believe. You maybe some future visualizations of the two of you in your head. Some daydreaming might help. Catch yourself whenever you have a negative thought, because spirit is reminding you that you and her met for a reason. Okay, there's a reason that she's shining a light to your soul. Okay. And so I think that spirit wants to remind you that you have a future where you're going to have fun, you're going to have celebrations, you're going to be cheerful, and you're going to be in a very positive light with this person. Okay. But sometimes we have to go through periods of apartness so that we're able to ensure that we are at our proper healed part, that we're not like coming into a relationship unhealed, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, luck is on your clouds, but I think you have some cloudy thoughts. There's definitely something about your cloudy thoughts coming through. Okay. All right, so it's almost been 20 minutes. And I don't think Duncan's on the line anymore. Okay, okay. So we're gonna grab. Should we do I think we're doing a love message here. Okay, so window. Okay, so there's gonna be a window of opportunity opening up to you soon, and you need to enter this window because it's gonna close eventually. But once you enter this window, Spirit wants to assure you that you're going to receive some sort of gift for the soul. Your soul's going to be able to, um, there's going to be some imperfections that you felt like you once had that are going to be like kind of, s- they're you're not going to feel like they're imperfections anymore. You're going to own up to them. And once you reach into this window, it's a window of tolerance, I hear. I don't even know, but the window of tolerance is what you need to enter into. And once you enter into that winter of tolerance, your ability to accept yourself and others and realign with your destiny and purpose is is amazing. All right, Thomas, what do you need help with? I'm trying to just pull some cards for whoever needs them, but I'm about to hop off. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So there's a rebirth. Once you enter into this window of tolerance, you're going to have a rebirth of accepting your could be your abundance is going to start to flow, and you're going to start to resonate with things that you didn't feel like you could resonate with before. All right, just a few more. Ooh, maybe a few more cards here. Oh my goodness, everything's jumping. It's almost time. It's almost time to end. Okay, just like a little last message from spirit. Okay, so make sure you're not feeling sorry for yourself, sitting around and start feeling sorry for yourself and thinking that you don't have any. Spirit wants to remind you that you have so much. Look around you. Do you have food? Do you have shelter? Do you have a loving home? Do you have family? Some people don't have family at all, and so it's important to control your thoughts. I think there's some sort of our thoughts can we don't want our thoughts to control us. We want to control our thoughts. So don't be feeling sorry for yourself. Everything's going to align. And just pray and ask for what you need from spirit and believe in it. You've got to believe in it, okay? Right. All right, everyone. So that belief is energy. Spirit wants to remind you that believing that you can have it, believing in everything will bring it energy and bring it into alignment and give you the chance to fulfill your highest hopes and your deepest dreams. Okay. All right, loves. I hope everybody is going to have a beautiful day. I send love to everybody across the world. Okay. All right.